Someone please get in the line group for me, please. Get your friends in the line group. I'm gonna wait for another 5 minutes. Go get them, please. Tell them to come join the class.
Do. Why you don't play? Me? Why you don't play a game? Because I'm busy.
No, I don't know. Because I play the Roblox.
Let
If
me-
you hit
Let me see, guys. 5/11. Where is 5/11 class line group? 5/11. I can't find your group.
Oh no.
Okay, nobody come and tell your friends to get in. $27. All right. Okay, let's get started. Last time we were talking about the food chain, right? And after we have studied for the food chain, do you have any questions?
Not the teachers.
Yes?
Not happy done.
What happened? Sorry, one more time. Your voice kind of goes off a little. What happened? Because I'm gonna put this food change, this lesson 9 into the unit test. So it is important for you to understand what does the producers, herbivore, omnivores, carnivore means, right? And the consumer, food chains, and food web. So I'm gonna show you the video one more time about the food change, okay?
No matter where on earth you go, living things are connected to each other. From the tiniest of organisms to the largest of creatures, all living things need energy to survive. So where does that energy come from? Well, matter and energy passes from one organism to another, connecting living things like links in a chain. A food chain. Of course, a food chain is not an actual chain. It's a way to talk about the relationships between organisms and show how matter and energy flow between living things. Every living thing on Earth is part of a food chain, including you, and most things are part of more than one. All of the energy in Earth's food chains comes from the sun. The sun's energy reaches the Earth as light and heat, and plants capture some of it and convert it into food through photosynthesis. Because plants make or produce their own food from the sun's energy, they are called producers. Every food chain must begin with a producer. For example, grass. That's because animals cannot create their own food. They must eat or consume energy from other sources. That's why animals are called consumers.
Hi.
In a food chain is a consumer that eats plants, an herbivore. When an animal eats plants, some of the energy the plant captured from the sun is transferred into the animal's body, where it is used for things like moving, breathing, and growing. An herbivore is called a primary consumer. Primary means first, because an animal eating plants is the first consumer in the food chain. Let's add a rabbit to our food chain. Next comes a secondary consumer, the second consumer in the food chain. This consumer is a carnivore and gets their energy by eating other animals. Maybe our rabbit will get eaten by a fox. When the fox eats the rabbit, part of the energy that the rabbit got from the grass is transferred to the fox. This is the end of this simple food chain. The rabbit eats the grass, then the fox eats the rabbit. The energy that came from the sun is captured by the grass, transferred to the rabbit, and then transferred to the fox. Some food chains are longer than this one, but there can't be too many links in a food chain. Each animal in the food chain uses up a lot of the energy from the previous level instead of passing it on, meaning that only about 10% of the energy consumed by an animal will be passed on to the next level. Let's take a look at a longer food chain that also begins with grass. This time, let's make our primary consumer a grasshopper. The grasshopper eats the grass and then gets eaten by a secondary consumer, a bluebird. Then the bluebird gets eaten by a tertiary or third level consumer, a snake. The snake is eaten in turn by an owl. The owl is the apex predator in this food chain. Apex predators are not hunted and eaten by any animals. We say that they are at the top of the food chain. You probably recognize a lot of apex predators, like lions, sharks, eagles, and crocodiles. Just because they don't get eaten doesn't mean that they don't contribute to the food chain, however. When an animal dies, their body is broken down by decomposers. Decomposers are usually bacteria and fungi that break down dead plants and animals into nutrients in the soil, that in turn help the plants at the beginning of the food chain to grow. It's the circle of life. Natural ecosystems usually have more complicated food chains, however. A network of interconnected food chains is called a food web. The arrows are used to show which direction the energy flows and help keep track of the connections between organisms. Now that you understand a little bit more about food chains, see if you can find the connections between living things around you.
Okay. So these are the food chains that I'd like to emphasize on it, and I like to go slow on it because it's gonna be on the unit test, unit 7, which is gonna be on the next week. I'm not sure what day is, but probably on Tuesday. Probably on Tuesday. All right, so I'd like you to take out your activity book. Activity book. Wait. Second. Take out your activity book and turn to page 70. Page 70, you will see lesson 9. Here, food change. You read it and then you decide what are they? A carnivore, omnivore, consumers, herbivore, or producers? Okay. Along as well, let's do activity 2 as well. Look at the food chains and complete the sentences. Okay.
We need teachers.
Okay, what about the rest of the class? Are you finished too?
Yes.
Everyone, are you finished? Or
Yeah.
D-Day, you all finished? Right? Okay. All right, let's go ahead then. Number 1, it's already answered it for you. It says, a sheep only eats what? A sheep,
Is herbivores.
sheep only eat grass. It's
Herbivores.
a herbivore. Too big. Number 2, all animals are
Customers.
consumers. because we consume foods. A salmon eats other fish, but it doesn't eat plants. It's
A carnivore.
it's a carnivore. Number 4, every food chain starts with
A producer.
a producer. A mouse eats fruit, seeds, and insects. What is the mouse?
It's omnivores.
It is an omnivore. Sorry. Can you read it? Okay. Number 2, look at the food chains and complete the sentences, right? What is it? Give the energy to
The trees give energy to giraffe, and the giraffe give energy to lion.
yes, that's how you read the food change to the lion. Number 2, what is it?
The muscle give energy to the mouse, and the mouse give energy to the snake.
To the snake. Last one.
The grass give energy to impala. The impala give energy to the cheetah. The cheetah give energy to leopard.
Right. Give energy to the cheetah, and the cheetah give energy to the leopard. Not leopard though, leopard. We call it a leopard. Right, let's move on to the lesson 10. This is the food wave. Food wave. I need you to look at the food wave and then answer these questions. We finish. I'll give you 3 more minutes for the others. to finish. 3 more minutes. Others, hurry up.
Wait.
Right, finish? Okay.
Finish.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one is already said it, right? What do the leopard seals eat? They eat emperor penguins and crab eater seals, right? What do squid eat?
They
Eat
eat krill.
Krill, right? Just a little tiny little, looks like shrimp, but it's not. So much smaller. Okay, that's called krill. What do emperor penguins eat?
They eat squid,
They
krill,
eat
and
squid,
fish.
krill, and fish.
Very good. Squid, krill, and fish. What do killer whales eat?
They
Eat
eat emperor penguin and
eat
predator
pigeon
predator
and
sea.
crab-eater seal.
The last one. What do crab eater seals eat?
They eat
Squid,
squid,
krill,
krill, and fish.
Right. Do you understand?
Oh, and understand.
Yes, not that hard, right?
Yes.
Right. That's good to hear. Okay, we have come to the last lesson. This one is just a little minute project for you to read and then draw by yourself. Okay, it says this is a food change in this field. The producer is grass. The grasshoppers eat grass. Rats eat grasshoppers. Snakes eat rats, and then hogs eat snakes. Grasshoppers are herbivores. Rats are omnivores. Snakes and hogs are carnivores. So you just fill out the box.
Oh, I already finished.
And then this one. This is a food that start with apples. Mice eats apples and cats eat mice. I think mice are omnivores and cats are carnivores. So these are the food chains that I would like to put it into the unit test, unit 7, which I think I would like to test you on probably Tuesday. Tomorrow we're gonna do some listening skill, not listening, reading comprehension. So yeah. So that is it for today. Do you have any questions?
No.
Teachers.
We got it easy.
Really easy.
And the test will be the open book exam as well, but some of you who don't understand, please read again to make sure that you understand so that when it comes to the unit, you can do it faster, right? All right, if you don't have any questions, that's about it today. Okay, and I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe. Bye guys.
Popcorn.
Have a good day.